I was curious, Michael, when you look at different opportunities around the world, do you have kind of a typical or a range of time for due diligence based on the country or the region?
That's a great question. Really, not a lot of people ask me that question, but I talk a lot about it in my program. Yeah, because that depends on my depth of familiarity with that country or that city, right? So I've got a lot of history, a lot of countries, but they all got different, cities. I could tell you a lot about maybe the top four cities in Switzerland, but in Germany. But there might be some that I don't know, right? And then I got to go figure out because I'm sitting with you and you ask me that kind of a question, and I'd say, well, take me 60 days to get back to you until I can really do a due diligence conversation with you because I'm not that aware of this city in Germany. But I'll get aware, and I got the guys to do it. But I would say I'm going to tell you 30 to 60 days for due diligence on anything you're asking me about. Yeah, because then you have to decide. I mean, because then I get back to you, I do a due diligence plan with you, right? And then you look at that and say, okay, this interests you. Now you want to proceed with this. Now we're going to the next phase, getting you out there.
So is it your recommendation, or do you normally approach it from the standpoint of decide on a country or a region first, and then once you've made that decision, develop a plan for due diligence, and then once you have that plan, then you start looking for specific deals? How does it usually work?
That's a really good question also. Okay, this is how it works. You have to take my mastermind program because I go over 200 topics. I mean, and they're all about due diligence. So I'm going to cover 99% of what you would think of or wouldn't think of. Okay. So you got a 1%. What's that?
Nobody.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. So I'm going to cover pretty much anything you would think of in that mastermind program. After that, right? Then, in one of the days, one of the modules, I do about 12 countries. Okay, and I give you a lot of due diligence on those particular countries. And so, after you've taken that, the next phase is you've said to yourself, okay, I'm interested. I'm very interested in looking at particular countries. Here's the next phase. What countries? Now I can tell you in my website, there is a sign up area in there where I'm asking you ever invested internationally? You know anybody that ever did it? Any countries of interest to you? Any countries definitely you're not interested in? Your budget of consideration? You're filling that stuff out. So I know when you get into the mastermind, I already know what you're thinking. If you're thinking something, I know it. Okay, that allows me then, after you've taken the course, to come back to you and say, okay, are you still interested in the Caribbean after you watch this? Have you taken on my course? Are you still interested in, South Korea? Because you might not be. I might have dissuaded you or, encouraged you. It just depends. Then when we sit down, then we do a due diligence master plan for the country of your interest. So basically think of everything you learn in the mastermind. I take that content, I put it into one country for you, and we go from that point. That answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, welcome. That's why I created that second phase, was because, it's one thing to take the course and you say, okay, Mike's got all this. I get it. I see all the information here. I'm interested in looking at a particular country. Now you got to go apply what I just taught you with that country. So I sit down with you and we do that together. So it's pretty straightforward.